Ever wondered what lies beyond the iconic old bridge of Mostar? While it draws thousands of tourists each year, the real soul of Bosnia and Herzegovina goes far deeper. It isn't just found in postcard-perfect views, but in the quiet alleyways, forgotten villages, and whispered stories passed down through generations. This is a country where East meets West, where ancient traditions blend with untouched nature, and where mystery lingers in the shadows of its mountains and rivers. Join us as we uncover the untold Bosnia and Herzegovina, a land rich in history, beauty, and hidden wonders. The iconic bridge. Most travelers flock to Mostar's iconic old bridge, drawn by its sweeping arch and the thrill of watching divers plunge into the Neretva River below. It's a spectacular sight, no doubt. But what happens when the crowds thin out and the sun dips behind the ancient stone walls? That's when the real story begins. The cobblestone streets, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, seem to whisper forgotten tales. In the quieter corners of town, life moves at a gentler pace. Yugoslav-era buildings, some still bearing bullet marks, stand as silent witnesses to a complex past. Local cafes come alive with conversation, clinking glasses, and the unmistakable scent of rich Bosnian coffee drifting through the air. Here, the rhythm of daily life blends tradition with quiet resilience. It's in these overlooked details that Mostar reveals its true character. Beyond the postcard views lies a version of Bosnia most travelers never encounter. A living, breathing place where history lingers and the present unfolds slowly, beautifully. Blagaj Monastery. Just a short drive from Mostar lies one of Bosnia and Herzegovina's most breathtaking hidden gems, the Blagaj Tekija, or Blagaj Monastery. Built around 1520 by dervish monks, this serene Ottoman-era sanctuary clings to the base of a towering cliff, where the emerald waters of the Buna River pour out from a dark, mysterious cave. The site is otherworldly. White stone walls set against lush greenery, the rush of water echoing beneath, and centuries of spiritual energy radiating through the air. Stepping into Blagaj feels like entering another realm, where nature and architecture exist in perfect harmony. Inside, the scent of wood and incense lingers, while outside, small boats wait to carry you quietly into the mouth of the cave behind the spring. It's easy to understand why mystics chose this place for reflection. Though it's a popular destination, there's a quiet magic to visiting early in the morning, before the tourist crowds arrive. In the soft light, with mist rising off the water, the monastery becomes more than a historic site. It becomes a spiritual experience. In this stillness, time seems to pause, offering a rare moment of peace in a fast-moving world. Neretva River. For travelers with an adventurous spirit, Bosnia and Herzegovina offers more than just scenic beauty. It delivers raw, untamed adrenaline. Beyond the peaceful streets of Mostar and the spiritual calm of Blagaj, the country's wild heart beats loudest in its rivers and mountains. One of the most exhilarating ways to experience this side of Bosnia is through whitewater rafting on the Neretva River. This stunning, crystal-clear waterway carves its way through steep canyons and rolling hills, offering a perfect blend of pulse-pounding action and natural splendor. The rafting journey itself is unforgettable. You'll gear up and launch into fast-moving currents, paddling through rapids that twist and churn with just enough challenge to keep your heart racing. But between the bursts of white water, there are tranquil stretches where the river seems to carry you gently through time. The surrounding landscape is a feast for the senses. Dense forests that hum with life, mist-shrouded cliffs, and hidden villages where smoke curls up from chimneys of old wooden homes. As your raft cuts through the water, it's easy to feel both dwarfed by nature and deeply connected to it. Then, just when you think the experience couldn't get better, it's time for a riverside break. Guides often prepare a traditional Bosnian BBQ, cevapi sizzling on open flames, fresh bread, and homemade ajvar served under the shade of ancient trees. The laughter of fellow travelers mixes with the sound of the river, creating a moment that feels both primal and joyful. But perhaps the most lasting impression isn't just the rush of the rapids or the flavor of the food. It's the stories the river seems to whisper. These waters have seen centuries of life, from ancient trade routes to modern-day adventures. They carry with them the spirit of resilience, freedom, and quiet strength that defines Bosnia itself. Konjic. Tucked away along the winding Neretva River, the town of Konjic offers far more than just a peaceful stop after a day of adventure. It offers a window into a quieter, more soulful Bosnia. Nestled between mountains and water, Konjic feels like a place suspended in time. Its streets reflect a gentle harmony of Austro-Hungarian elegance and Ottoman charm, with colorful facades, cobbled walkways, and a graceful stone bridge that has spanned the river for centuries. Unlike more tourist-heavy destinations, Konjic remains beautifully untouched, its charm preserved by the slow rhythm of local life and the warmth of its people. Stroll through the old town, and you'll find inviting cafes, small artisan shops, and families chatting on park benches. The locals greet you with genuine smiles, and there's a sense that here, strangers are simply friends you haven't met yet. If you're looking for action, kayak across the shimmering surface of Barachko Lake, surrounded by forested hills. Or take it slow. Sit by the river, breathe in the crisp mountain air, and let the sunlight play across the town's ancient stone walls. In Konjic, every moment feels like a quiet rediscovery. Počitelj. What if time travel wasn't just a fantasy, but a tangible experience tucked into the hills of southern Bosnia and Herzegovina? Just a short drive from Mostar, perched on a gentle slope overlooking the Neretva River, the medieval village of Počitelj waits patiently to be discovered. It's a place that feels like it has defied the passage of time, where every stone, archway, and winding alleyway holds the memory of centuries past. With its blend of Ottoman and Mediterranean influences, Počitelj isn't just a historical site. It's a living, breathing village that invites you to walk through time. As you enter Počitelj, you're greeted by narrow, cobbled streets, centuries-old homes with red-tiled roofs, and vibrant market stalls draped in colorful scarves, lanterns, lacework, and traditional crafts. The air smells of warm stone, wild herbs, and fresh fruit. Artists still reside here, painting the very landscapes that surround them, and local vendors offer goods passed down through generations. It feels less like a tourist stop and more like an unfolding storybook, quiet, authentic, and beautifully aged. Climb the gentle path that winds upward, and you'll find yourself at the Hilltop Fortress, originally built in the 14th century and expanded during Ottoman rule. The climb is steep in places, but the reward is worth every step. From the top, breathtaking panoramic views stretch across the Neretva Valley, emerald green river bending through lush hills, stone homes nestled below, and sunlight flickering off terracotta roofs. It's the kind of view that silences conversation, urging you to simply take it all in. Here, it's easy to imagine watchmen once standing guard, eyes scanning the horizon for distant riders or approaching ships. But Počitelj isn't just about the views, it's about feeling. There's a quiet magic in the way it has preserved its identity, even through war and time. During the 1990s, the village suffered significant damage, but careful restoration efforts have brought it back to life without stripping away its soul. What remains is an intimate cultural pocket, untouched by mass tourism, where the pace is slow and every sound, from a rooster's call to the call to prayer, echoes with authenticity. Whether you're sitting in a shaded courtyard sipping strong Bosnian coffee, browsing hand-woven textiles, or tracing your fingers along ancient stone walls, Počitelj offers something rare, a chance to slow down and connect deeply, with history, with culture, and with the present moment. It's not just a visit, it's an encounter with the essence of Bosnia itself. So while most travelers race through the Balkans, checking off big-name attractions, Počitelj quietly waits, offering its stunning vistas, rich heritage, and timeless beauty to those willing to take the slower road. Kravica Waterfalls, tucked away in the lush green forests of southern Bosnia and Herzegovina, the Kravica waterfalls feel like a hidden Eden waiting to be discovered. After navigating winding country roads and passing through quiet rural villages, you suddenly arrive at this natural wonder, a curtain of water cascading nearly 25 meters into a wide turquoise basin below. Surrounded by dense forest and limestone cliffs draped in moss, Kravica isn't just another scenic photo op. It's a refreshing plunge into the heart of Bosnia's untamed wilderness. Early morning is the best time to visit. The air is crisp, the light is golden, and the crowds haven't yet arrived. The waterfalls roar steadily, echoing across the trees and creating a soundtrack that drowns out the rest of the world. The emerald pools at the base are so clear you can see straight to the smooth stones beneath. It's peaceful, it's wild, and it feels untouched. Whether you're in the mood for adventure or relaxation, Kravica has something for everyone. You can dive into the cool, invigorating water, or simply wade in and let the current gently carry you. Some visitors choose to float beneath the falls, letting the spray kiss their skin while dragonflies dance above the surface. Others find a shady spot under the trees, lay back on a picnic blanket, and let nature's rhythm wash over them. For the more active traveler, there are walking trails and small wooden boats for rent. Local cafes nearby offer drinks and light snacks, so you can sip a cold lemonade or strong Bosnian coffee while admiring the view. It's this perfect balance of rugged beauty and simple comfort that makes Kravica so special. More than just a destination, the Kravica waterfalls offer a fully immersive experience. A moment to connect with nature, cool off from the summer heat, and slow down in a place where time seems to pause. It's a reminder that Bosnia's greatest treasures aren't always in guidebooks or tour brochures. They're hidden in forests, whispered by rivers, and waiting for those willing to take the road less traveled. Ljutomir. Venture deep into the rugged heart of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and you'll find Ljutomir, the country's highest and most remote village, perched at 1,495 meters above sea level. Nestled on the edge of a dramatic canyon in the Bjelašnica Mountains, Ljutomir is more than just a scenic stop. It's a living relic of ancient mountain life, where tradition still shapes every part of daily existence. As you arrive, you're greeted by the sight of stone houses with hand-carved wooden roofs, clustered across a wind-swept plateau. The landscape is breathtaking. Open skies stretch endlessly overhead, and rolling green pastures drop suddenly into deep valleys below. Time seems to move differently here. There are no neon signs, no traffic sounds, only the hum of wind, the soft clinking of cowbells, and the rustle of wild grasses underfoot. Ljutomir is Bosnia's oldest continuously inhabited village, and its people have preserved a way of life that dates back centuries. Life here is rooted in resilience. Locals tend sheep, weave wool into colorful textiles, and carve wood with skills passed down through generations. In a world racing toward automation, Ljutomir remains proudly analog. Spending a night here is like stepping into another world. As the sun dips behind the mountains, the temperature cools and the sky explodes with stars, untouched by city lights. You'll share a home-cooked meal with a local family, maybe lamb stew, fresh bread, and homemade cheese, before settling into a simple guest house warmed by a wood stove. There's no Wi-Fi, but instead, you'll find something rarer. Deep silence, clear air, and a connection to a way of life long forgotten by most. Conversations in Ljutomir flow slowly, rich with folklore, survival stories, and pride in the land. Winters here are harsh and long, but the people endure, through snowstorms, isolation, and time itself. Their strength and hospitality offer a humbling perspective, that life doesn't need to be fast or complicated to be full. In Ljutomir, modern noise fades away, replaced by stillness, tradition, and raw mountain beauty. It's not just a visit. It's a reminder of what truly matters when everything is stripped down to its most essential and most beautiful roots. Sarajevo. When we think of Bosnia, Sarajevo might not be as celebrated as Mostar, but its layered soul demands attention. Austro-Hungarian facades stand beside Ottoman mosques, while memories of World War I's spark, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and the Bosnian War linger palpably. Walk its cobbled streets and feel history in bullet-marked walls, war memorials, and vibrant coffeehouses. How does a city reconcile its painful past with such a warm, lively present? UNESCO tombstones. Far from the beaten path lie the stečci, medieval tombstones carved with intricate designs, scattered across Bosnia and Herzegovina. Each stone tells a mysterious story of life and death from centuries ago. Visiting these sites is stepping into a medieval puzzle. What secrets do these limestone monuments hold? And how did these cemeteries survive the ages, preserving a cultural fingerprint unique to this land? The magical lakes, mountain trails, and the Zavala Vjetrenica route. Bosnia's lakes, glimmering with surreal colors, are nature's own art. Places like Jablaničko and Ramsko Lake invite contemplation and quiet reflection. Nearby, the Dinaric Alps challenge adventurers with hiking trails that rise through misty clouds and green pastures. How often do we find a place where serene lakes cradle wild peaks and ancient villages? Is this the ultimate escape for modern wanderers? For cycling enthusiasts, the old Austro-Hungarian railway lines repurposed into scenic bike trails reveal untouched valleys and stone villages. Spend a night in Zavala's converted station hotel, mingle with locals, and savor home-cooked meals. Then start your day watching sunrise from a centuries-old monastery before caving in Vjetrenica, Bosnia's largest cave system, home to the rare human fish amphibian. What else is Bosnia hiding that only the bravest travelers will discover? And how will its untold stories change your journey forever? If this glimpse into Bosnia and Herzegovina has sparked your curiosity, stay tuned for more on its hidden gems and extraordinary tales. Consider subscribing if you want more of these travel content.